my children.
You are my son. I just hope that somehow you can understand and that both of you can forgive me.
You helped Ryan and Jillian get away? Are you crazy?
Mateo, he didn't do it.
So that's it. You're just gonna stay here?
For as long as it takes.
Got a minute? I could use some good advice.
Sure.
Look, you know better than most people how hard it is for me sometimes to deal with my past. You know, and I gotta tell you, I thought I was okay. I thought I had a handle on everything, you know? Facts of life. My mother is, my father was, Ruth, Joe, and how much I miss my sister, you know? Thought I knew every limb on the family tree, all the stories, the ones I tell my son now when he watches me shave in the morning, and the ones I'm gonna tell him when he's old enough to understand. But I heard a story tonight that makes me feel like I don't know a damn thing, you know, and I don't understand. How the hell could she do this to me?
Why didn't you tell me when she did?
She lied. She has lied to me my entire life, for years. What the hell is that? Tell me, man. Try to explain it to me how somebody can look you in the face and tell you they love you, and yet they don't trust you enough to give you the truth. What kind of love is that?
What's wrong?
Look, I was wrong to come back here. We said our goodbyes. I just should have left it that way. Just forget I was here.
No. Is it about your work, your new assignment?
No, it's Opal.
Oh, dear God, what has Palmer done now?
You know, for the first time, Palmer's not the problem.
Then come in, Adrian. Tell me what's wrong.
My world just got flipped upside down. And all the craziness, all I could do was see your face.
Please, Raquel. Just go to bed.
Look, I know the police found Haley. Was she drinking?
No.
Well, why didn't she come home with you? Oh my God, did something happen?
No,
She had an accident?
listen to me. Listen. You're probably gonna read about it tomorrow in the paper, so I might as well just tell you now. Haley's in jail.
You know what really fries me is my husband. Excuse me, the man that I thought was my husband. He can't see my side. He can't see that I'm right.
Well, men tend to be myopic.
Yeah, but he had to make it an either-or thing. You know, like I can't love Mateo beyond all reason and still help bail out a friend. I mean, what is one night in a jail cell compared to Ryan spending his life behind bars for a bogus rape charge?
You know, sometimes the ones who love us best understand us least.
Yeah, but he still should have seen my side, my point of view. I'm the one making all the sacrifices. And you, look at you, Duchess Andrassi corner jets in Pine Valley lockup.
You know, I always admired Mahatma Gandhi. He said, you can't shake hands with a clenched fist.
I don't want to fight with Mateo. I just want Ryan and Jillian to be safe.
You know, unfortunately, that police lieutenant, he looks capable.
Yeah, he could have them in custody for all we know by now.
Oh, hopefully he's just chasing after the wrong suspects.
2 wild goose chases in the same day, it's too much to hope for.
Oh, Haley, you were the most marvelous decoy.
Yeah, I just hope we bought them enough time.
I hope they are hidden away in some hideaway right now.
From your lips, Duchess.
My lips.
Eric, I know there's been a lot of confusion tonight, and I'm sorry for it. One thing is sure, I know that you don't live here anymore.
I know that.
What are we doing here?
I don't know. I'm not sure that I can explain it. Just for some reason, I felt drawn back here. Maybe the new year is making me feel sentimental.
Oh, well, out with the old and in with the new.
That's odd. The door was locked, but the alarm wasn't set.
Well, probably the agent forgot to arm it, or the movers didn't know the code.
Well, somebody has obviously made themselves very much at home in my old house.
Erica, if you're worried, we can call the police.
No, actually, for some reason, I'm not worried at all. No, I think it must have been the moving men. I bet those movers just couldn't help but nibble some of my leftover edibles.
Furniture jockeys with a taste for champagne.
It's a good thing I just left domestic. No, as a matter of fact, this house just had its share of parties while I lived here. Nights to remember and mornings after. I think it's only right that somebody sat down and had one for the road here.
To memories.
Yes, memories and ghosts and good times and bad.
Any regrets about moving?
Oh, no, not at all. I've outgrown this house. It's time for me to move on. But I just had a lot of happy memories here. I was very happy here for a very long time.
Yeah, I think I've got a few fond memories of this place when we lived here together, too. I have one vivid memory of you in the kitchen.
No, I mean, I'm sure that you are confusing me with one of your other wives.
No. It was you. It was this house in the kitchen. We had just gotten back from a banquet, and the food was atrocious. So you volunteered to whip us up a midnight snack.
Oh, now I know you're delirious.
No, I took you up on this once-in-a-lifetime offer. I just wish I'd had a camera. A photo of Erica Kane, little apron on, wielding a frying pan.
You were spying on me?
Well, I wanted to make sure that you weren't calling the serving spoon, you know, for an emergency backdoor delivery, but you weren't. You were in there cracking eggs into the skillet. I think you went through a complete dozen. But the effort paid off. I have eaten in 5-star restaurants. I can't even remember the menus, but I will never forget the night that Erica Kane whipped me up a fried egg sandwich.
And you smothered it in ketchup.
That's right. You do remember that, don't you?
Of course I remember that. I remember every wonderful thing that happened in this house. Like Bianca's first Christmas. Oh, and when I brought her home from the hospital, I'd held this beautiful, perfect pink little bundle in my arms. Look, this is exactly where we would hang her Christmas stocking, right there. And the tree would be there. Oh, this was her first home. This was her one and only true home. I also remember flying through that front door, coming home from a business trip, just bursting with news to tell my mother.
Erica, you'll always miss her, even though she's still with you.
I know. My daughter began her life here, and my mother's life ended here. Oh, so much of my life is connected to this house.
Jackson Montgomery was also a big part of your life here. Is that another reason you wanted to come back, because you miss him?
I didn't tell you, did I? I've had a revelation, Dimitri. I mean, life, no matter what it looks like on the surface, is never what it seems.
I guess the long and short of it is, my mother's not my mother. I'm the natural-born son of Opal Cortland. Only then, she was Opal Gardner. You hear me? Remember Opal said that my father and her were old friends, that he showed her some special trust and kindness. Well, I guess my father put his own spin on kindness. He took her off the streets, protected her from this jerk named Ray Gardner from beating on her and her boy. Gave her some shelter. 9 months down the line, she gives birth to me. What does that make me, Belinda? What does that make my parents? My mom and dad raised me on the word. They preached to me that love and trust and honesty, after God, that family was the most important thing in life. I mean, how could they raise me like that? How could they lie to me without telling me who I am and how I came to be? How could Opal? Somebody I trusted. How could she walk away from me? I'm her own flesh and blood.
Tell me what I can do to help.
What's that saying? What you don't know won't hurt you? Well, they don't know the half of it. Ignorance is bliss compared to the truth sneaking up behind and bashing you over the back of the head.
Dad, I know that secrets, they get heavier the longer that you carry them. They eat at you from the inside out. Maybe you can think about, why Opal did what she did, where she was coming from. I mean, she had an abusive husband. She was trying to protect you, right? She did what she did because she loves you.
Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know that she meant well, and I have no doubt a minute that she loves me, and even Adrian, but she should have told me. Maybe not then, no, but it's been a long time. How many times do I have to go through this? I've been through a lot. I can deal with just about anything. I can face anything. As long as I know what it is I'm dealing with.
Ted, I know why your mother kept the truth from you. I've done the same thing.
Escape to Port Charles. Eve wants Kevin.
I can think of a million reasons why I like you.
Kevin still loves Lucy.
Lucy will always be a part of me.
Lucy wants Scott. But does she still love Kevin?
Both moved on.
A four-sided love affair on Port Charles, your great escape, ABC Daytime.
Yeah, operator. Yeah, you're welcome. Listen, I need a number. West Eleanor, Alabama. And the name is Frank. Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to call you back. Oh, Frank. Frank, I'm so sorry. Oh, my little Adrian. Never understand.
My first memory, my first real memory, was of my mother, the woman who raised me. I remember her pushing me back and forth on this swing, high above the clothesline with laundry just hanging all over, up into the sky. I swear it was just these big old mashed potato clouds just zooming by. You know? There's some things that's buried deep in my past that I can't seem to bring up. I mean, like, what lullaby did Opal sing to me as she eased me to sleep? What her perfume smelled like? What her arms felt like as she cradled my head against her breast? Opal left me behind in that cabin. She said she knew that my dad was coming home from work soon. So she just left me there, rocking back and forth, waiting on my mama's smile. She said she left me there to protect me from this Ray Gardner or whatever. Now, I don't know this guy. I didn't say he's some type of redneck whack job or something. I don't know. Maybe she was afraid to be, maybe she was right to be afraid of this guy. I don't know. But how could you walk away from your baby? She took Tad with her? What possessed her to walk out the door on me? What possessed her to walk out with that worthless piece of trash?
I can't answer that.
You know, I've been going around in my head about this. I can't seem to make any sense of it. The only thing I can come up with is that maybe it was Opal too. She was too ashamed of me. She was ashamed that I was black and she was white.
No, Adrian, that is not the Opal that I know. Come on, the way she felt about your father, that proves it.
That doesn't prove anything. She walked out on him.
She did the best that she could given the circumstances.
The best for whom?
For you.
You don't know that, neither do I. Well, I don't know anything anymore. I don't even know who I am. I lost my mother tonight. The woman who raised me. Belinda, this woman was my hero. She made growing up in this hard, cruel world a whole hell of a lot easier for me. Here I think the best part of me, you know, the part that really shines, it came from her.
Oh, Adrian, that's still true.
No, it's not. It's a lie. Opal turned my childhood into a shameful lie. My real mother is a white woman. A white woman who's too ashamed of her black baby.
No. That is a lie. Opal is so proud of the man that you have become. You just don't know. The way she talks about you is it's as if the sun rises and sets in you. Come on, it killed her to walk away from you.
How do you know?
What?
How do you know how she felt? Unless she told you? Oh, no wonder you weren't so surprised when I came in here and told you this. You already knew. You've been holding out on me. How could you do that to me?
What do you mean?
Well, Tad, you know that I'm basically an honest person. But, sometimes, you know, I've had to, you know, fudge the truth a little bit so that I wouldn't hurt somebody that I love.
Care to give me an example?
Sure. Well, you know, whenever Junior asks me about his father, you know, what kind of man he is, I can't exactly tell him, you know, what I think. I mean, I have to say he's a good man, you know? He's a fine father. He's somebody that you should be proud of. I can't tell him that I think he's a donkey's butt.
Why not? He's gonna find out soon enough.
Maybe. Or maybe you'll always be a hero in Junior's eyes, right? I mean, come on. It's not for me to tell him that. You've done to do the same thing with Jamie. I'm sure you have. You know, sometimes it's not right to tell him everything. You have to dole it out in child-sized portions, you know, dilute it a little. And then when they're older, then you can tell them the truth.
So what are you saying? That you'd rather live a lie than hurt someone you love?
I think that sometimes not telling the truth is not just a necessity, it's an act of mercy. It's a way of sparing somebody pain. You know? I mean, you don't lighten your load by tossing it onto somebody else's lap. You carry what you have to. And you spare that person pain. I mean, maybe that's what Opal was doing, you know? Maybe you can, instead of being angry at her and thinking that she was trying to deceive you, maybe you can see that she did what she did to spare you because she loves you.
I don't know. Well, maybe we're wrong to keep the truth from our children, you know, especially our children. Who are we to decide whether or not someone's capable of handling the truth? We don't necessarily protect the people we love by keeping things from them. Why shouldn't Junior know what kind of man his father is? It's not going to kill Jamie to know that I'm not perfect. I mean, as if he can't figure it out already. Otherwise, we're asking him to believe in fairy tales. And you and I both know from first-hand experience, we don't always get a happy ending.
Haley is in jail?
Yeah. She helped Ryan and Jillian get away.
Mateo, I'm sorry. Well, when do you think she might be coming home?
I don't know.
Well, can you at least tell me why she did it?
Out of some whacked out loyalty to Ryan.
Wait, you mean that she chose a friend before family? Mateo, we were not raised that way. A woman's first loyalty is to her husband. You know, maybe Haley has problems understanding this, but to me, it is just as simple as breathing. A woman's children and husband come first. You know, I just don't understand it. How can she let down the man that she says that she loves to protect an accused rapist?
Oh, wait. I want to take something with me.
A little souvenir?
A remembrance of things past.
I'll wait for you.
Okay.
All My Children will be back in a moment here on ABC.
If you asked me, as your wife, to do something, even if it meant going against a friend, I would do it without question, out of respect.
Haley respects me.
Yes, I'm sure she does in many ways, okay? But what she did tonight, it does not honor the family, and it does not honor that little boy sleeping down the hall. Look, this may sound old-fashioned to you, but the needs of my family come first.
Haley wasn't brought up in a traditional family. That's all.
I know. And it wasn't her fault that she was born out of wedlock and that her mother was an alcoholic. But Haley was raised with different values. Our parents made mistakes, Mateo. But the one thing that they always made sure of is that we had a stable home life. And that's what I want for our family. That's what I want for our son. I want you and me and Max together.
You know, if anyone had told me at the beginning of the evening that you and I would wind up spending the night in the same jail cell, I would have told you they were out of their tree.
That was a swell party, wasn't it, friend?
Just because we're partners in crime doesn't mean we're friends.
I've always thought of you most affectionately.
Yeah, well, you conspired with the enemy.
And what?
You gave Raquel
That to die for ball gown, to make her grand entrance.
Oh, that.
Oh, yes, that. Everybody's eyeballs popped out of their skulls, including Mateo's.
What was I supposed to do? Sort of give her a dustpan and a broom and banish her to the scullery?
Gee, I don't know. Why didn't you just turn her into a pumpkin and maybe she would have rolled her way back to San Antonio?
Oh, yes. I am so sorry. I forgot. Your life is sort of complicated these days, isn't it?
You could say that.
I could also say that I admire your courage. And you're helping Jillian and Ryan. That took loyalty. It's a rare commodity these days.
Yeah, well, I'd like to think that if I were in trouble, someone would go the distance for me.
Oh, many would. Many would.
Yeah, well, what Ryan and Jillian need now is fast financing for their getaway.
Do you got a plan?
Yeah, I do. I can't fill you in on it. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't trust you, but Derek will be back to turn the thumb screws, and he'd be ashamed to mess up such pretty hands.
It is the devil himself.
I suppose you two are proud of yourselves.
Oh, should we be?
The leads we chased down were a dead end. Lavery and Jillian are still at large, which makes it incumbent on one or both of you to cooperate and tell us where they are.
Did Ryan tell you where he was going?
He's such a thoughtless pup. He didn't even leave me a note.
Yeah.
No.
Me neither. Gee, I'm sorry, Derek. We're still wide-eyed and clueless.
You think this is a game? Okay. We'll play it your way. Pleasant dreams. Enjoy the cots.
Did you hear that? They're still at large.
Erica? Something wrong?
No, of course not. I just thought I don't need to take anything with me. I have all my memories. So I'll leave Linden to its new occupants to make new ones.
Well, why don't I get the car warmed up for you? Be right back.
Okay, I'll be right there. Goodbye, Linden.
Okay, that was a little close for my blood. It's okay.
Man, I was so sure Erica could hear my heartbeat.
I heard it.
Liar.
No, I'm serious. I heard it. It said, I love Ryan, I love Ryan, I love Ryan.
Do you think it's safe?
Well, Erica's not coming back, that's for sure.
You know what? I don't know if it's the cold or fright, but I really wish we had some heat here.
Really? Well, I've got something that'll warm us up.
I know what you're thinking. Who is Thaddeus James Martin to judge anyone for skirting the truth, right?
No, I really understand. It's love that makes us do things that we wouldn't ordinarily do. Please try to understand that and forgive Opal.
Love. Well, right now, love is just another four-letter word. I'm sorry, honey. I didn't mean to dump this in your lap.
It's okay. You know, I asked you to stay here. The least I can do is listen to you.
No, it's not your job. You got your hands filled with your Uncle Palmer. You got your life, and I've got mine. Right now, mine's fairly complicated. And I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you. Excuse me, but does anyone sleep in this house? I just saw Tad leave. You okay?
No. But I will be. Now that I know what I have to do.
I have a confession to make. I like wearing a white hat, being a good guy. But just once, I like to wear the black hat. Just try it on for size, see how it fits. Because you never know what the future holds.
Hello, Frank. Frank Dawson, is that you?
Who is this?
Opal. Gardner, you remember me?
Like I'd ever forget.
I heard you came by the house looking for Adrian.
Look, I'm sorry I missed you.
Yeah, me too. You.
How you been?
You go first. How have you been?
Can't complain. And you, Opal? I mean, how's life been treating you?
Can't complain.
Look, that's some house that you live in.
This? Oh, it's nothing. Well, I mean, it doesn't mean anything. Oh, Frank. I'm in a terrible mess. Adrian knows everything. I need you, Frank. Adrian needs his daddy something awful.
You always knew about my dad, Opal, didn't you?
No. Adrian, I didn't really put it together until the day that Opal came knocking on the door.
Why didn't you tell me then?
It wasn't my secret to tell. It was really up to Opal when and if.
And what if that day never came? Would you have told me her dirty little secret?
Adrian, there is no dirt on you. And my answer is yes.
Why?
Yes, I would have kept my mouth shut. Listen, Adrian, it's what Frank and Opal wanted. And besides, you love the woman that raised you. It's like you said, she is the very best part of you. So nobody wanted to take that away from you.
Yeah, well, it happened anyway. So the hell with your best intentions.
Adrian, where are you going?
That's my little secret.
Haley, are you afraid you made a mistake helping Ryan and Jillian? Are you having second thoughts?
Ryan's not a rapist. I'd help them all over again in a New York minute.
Well, then what's troubling you?
The look on Mateo's face when I wouldn't tell him where Ryan and Jillian were. He looked at me like he didn't even know who I was.
Well, maybe he doesn't know you as well as you think.
After all we've been through together, how can he not know how much I love him? I mean, helping out a friend doesn't minus that. I mean, out of nowhere, Mateo has a son. And that has radically changed our lives. But that doesn't mean I love Mateo any less. Doesn't mean that at all.
Can I sleep with you tonight?
No. No, of course you can. I tell you what, you can sleep in there, and then when you fall asleep, I'll take you back to your bed. Deal?
Deal.
All right.
I bet I could stay awake longer than you can.
I bet you can't. Last one of the bed's a rotten wafer. Whoa!
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Who is it?
Ma. Guess we got some talking to do tomorrow. But just for tonight, I want you to know that I know you love me, Mama. And I love you too. Very much.
I wish I could just fast forward to the next 12 hours. I have an appointment tomorrow with David Hayward. I'm gonna get the latest on my blood test results. And I've decided that if there's the slightest sign of recovery, I'm gonna tell Tad everything. I'm gonna tell him that the reason that I didn't meet him on the rooftop was because I was sick. I'm gonna tell him that I love him, that I'm dying to be with him. Braden, I can feel that I'm getting better. I know I am. I feel it. That's what I wanted to tell you. That it's over. I'm gonna tell Tad everything.
I love you.
I know.
I feel safe with you.
Well, that is the way it should be.
I hate to break a perfect moment, but we are wanted by the police.
You afraid?
No. Not anymore, not when I'm with you. I feel so safe with you. I can brave anything.
So can I. You give me strength.
I can't wait for breakfast.
In jail, they call it mess.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'll take my tin cup and I'll strafe the bars and shout a la Cagney, top of the world, Ma. Haley, I was trying to make it funny.
Sorry. I was just thinking about Mateo. Trying to picture what he looks like right now and what he's doing. I hope he's not still angry with me. I hope he understands why we're sleeping apart tonight.
Don't worry. All husbands come around eventually.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next All My Children.
On the next All My Children.
Adrian is missing. We gotta bring him back before we lose him for good.
Well, well, well. What have we here?
Help me, please. Somebody help me.
Am I getting better or not?
Will Lindsay spill Nora's secret? One Life to Live is next.